Really cool. I am getting rather excited. Rather excited. For Mathme says, all of these sip emotes, did I miss an inside joke? No. Basically, sip emotes have become pretty popular on Twitch over the last about half year. We haven't really had one because it never really fit anything on the channel, so I didn't make one. But I've been making a big push lately to stay hydrated. We have like the Stay Hydrate bot in here. I'm trying to drink a lot more water because, as you guys know, especially the long timers, I don't drink a lot of water during the stream, and I think that could be contributing to a couple health things. So I'm trying to drink more, and we got the bot, and I noticed that every time the bot would fire off, it'd just be a wall of sip emotes from other channels. So I said, you know what, Julia, how about you make us a sip emote for water? And that's what we got. We got a little water sip emote now. So stay hydrated, chat. Drink your water. And yeah, whenever you guys see the hydrate bot go off, or soon, Barry is actually working on an inter-channel option, so the coalition bot will help us track water. But whenever you guys see that, take a sip of your own water, or whatever your drink is, and then pound that emote until I see it. And then we'll go from there. It's kind of like the spoiler emote for staying hydrated. Yeah. Same premise. Okay. Also, in pure Julia fashion, it is absolutely adorable and already one of my favorite emotes. In pure Julia fashion. All right, here we go. Oh, man, they keep taking my bros. Stop taking my bros. Give me him back. These vampires, man, they have a lot of health. You guys okay over here? Looks like is there Battletech this afternoon? No, we'll probably play Battletech tomorrow morning. I'm gonna know more towards the end of the day how much progress we make in this game. If we finish Endless Paths today, which is kind of my plan, then we'll most likely go ahead and do Battletech tomorrow morning. But if it's the kind of thing where we get to the end of the day and I'm like on floor 10, which I really hope isn't the case, then at that point we'll probably do another full day of PoE. For those that haven't heard, I need to have PoE 1 done for certain relatively soon. So because of that, I want to make absolutely sure we get PoE finished and our save file completely ready for PoE 2, and then we're going to play other games. Because I would hate to have an opportunity to play PoE 2 and not have our saved game be ready. You know what I mean? That would be really unfortunate. So I kind of want to just make sure that PoE 1 is totally good to go for PoE 2, and then we're going to kind of get back into other games. Yeah, Frostpunk I definitely want to check out. I've been missing Frostpunk. I would have been playing a lot of Frostpunk if I had not been playing PoE 1. But again, I'm super hyped for PoE 2, and it has been an absolute joy playing this game and prep for it.
Interesting.
I don't have any coffee, or I don't have any water on me, Stay Hydrate bot, but I will drink some coffee until I get my water. Thanks, chat. Am I getting PoE 2 early? Nothing is official right now. That's the only thing I can say. Nothing is official about getting PoE early. I'm not even sure if there's going to be PoE early right now. We're kind of waiting for the... I think the left hand is still talking to the right hand, and they're still figuring out how they want to do it. Like, for instance, I know that some review copies of PoE 2 have gone out, but none of them have gone out to YouTubers or streamers. They've only gone out to, like, news sites and stuff. So, streamers and YouTubers, we may not get it early, period. We just don't know yet. We're waiting for the official word. What I will say, though, is keep your eyes on my Twitter. I have graphics and stuff ready to go. The second I get the go-ahead, we're going to be announcing everything. So, just keep your eyes on my Twitter. We're going to be, yeah, and for anyone else that may have not heard, we're planning on doing pretty much a 100% run of PoE 2. If the game is half as good as I'm hoping, we will pretty much be doing a 100% run of PoE.
I have them.
And I'm really, really pumped for that. We're talking about like DOS 2 level of time again. It's gonna be good. The DOS 2 playthrough 100% we did was one of the more fun playthroughs I've done on Twitch ever. So I'm pretty excited for PoE 2. Have I finished the PoE main story yet? We are about an hour from finishing the PoE main story. And I'm gonna do everything else first, and then we're gonna finish it. What happened to the God of War 100% playthrough? I'm actually working on the God of War 100% playthrough offline. I'm playing through the parts that everyone's already seen on the hardest difficulty. And what we'll probably do is once I get to a point where I finish the main story in God of War and I'm kind of to new stuff that you haven't seen yet, that's when I'm probably going to start streaming God of War again. I'm guessing it'll be either during or after PoE 2. I don't know what these things are, but they look really weird. Look almost like coffins. But yeah, I'm making progress in the God of War 100%. Just doing it offline whenever I have time.
And what does the flame reveal?
Right, look at that. Oh, I thought that was a switch. Darn it. Okay. Have I done the DLC? Only the first one. Am I looking forward to a game called Code Vein? I am. Yes. Happy birthday, Lemon Juice. Sparrow McGee, well said. I'm playing a ranger in this game, but in PoE 2 we're going to be playing a shapeshifter-focused druid, multi-classed with a shattered pillar monk. It's looking like. Because that just sounds hot. I appreciate that, mountain biker. Thanks, buddy. Nice of you to say.
Stand
and for the record, I do.
That's for my friends.
Ah! He got Cohh. Nope, what are you doing? There we go. Give him back. There we go.
Yes.
So nice having that skill.
Stand together. Stand together.
Kana's going, right? Yeah, Kana's going just fine.
Try it again, you caitiffs!
You tell him.
I'd be glad to.
Hey.
There we go.
Yes?
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Hope that helps.
There we go. So I'll be playing as the Kofu Panda.
go.
Nice. Nice.
Interesting.
Okay, last one, so we may have to rest after this. Oh wait, he's already Oh well. That must have been the defense against charms kicking in, because he barely stayed charmed.
Fight on!
Uh-oh. Oh, it's up summoned.
That's it!
Stand together.
For the Empire, Red-Eyed Monster is trying to fix the audio at the end of the God of War playthrough, but the issue is Twitch. The issue is Twitch. There's very little he can do because the source material he's working with, Twitch muted. And unfortunately, we don't know why, but Twitch has become extremely slow responding to requests to unmute VODs. So, Red-Eyed Monster is trying to work on it, but his hands are really tied, and we're sorry about that. There's only so much we can do when we're kind of bound by the company, you know? Dude! Is this one of those machines? Is this a soul mover? Whoa!
Quiet.
Wait a second.
It's no trouble. Hope that helps.
What is this thing doing here? Oh, camping supplies. Great. Let's go ahead and rest up. Twitch doesn't have enough SIP. That's why. Agreed. More sip is required. All the sip. The runes and engravings upon this familiar machine are unnaturally well preserved. The machine itself remains inert and lifeless.
I'm here.
Okay, let's take a look. Looking good. Let's see what's up here. Oh.
Where is it? I have them.
That's for my...
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Everything got real quiet for a second.
Sacre bleu!
He didn't just say Sacre Bleu, did he? No. No, of course not. That'd just be ridiculous. Oh, good, a world map out. Perfect. Damn, look at this map. How cool. So now we can just go out and rest whenever we want, which is great. We don't need to because we just did, but... Good to know. Whoa, what is going on here? It's like a giant
Where
pit.
are they? I have them.
Stand together!
Omelette du fromage! Well said, Cthulhu. Well said.
I'm here.
Boy. How's the difficulty for me? Great. Difficulty's been great on hard. If I would have had more time, I probably would have done Path of the Damned, though. But I unfortunately knew that that may take just a little bit too long.
Where are they? Ansawu.
That's for my... Die! That's it!
Have I fought the dragons? I tried to fight the Sky Dragon, but after like 15 minutes of attempting him, I kept getting these weird bugs, so I just talked him out of it. We have not killed the DLC dragon in DLC 1, and we killed a drake down here, but I wouldn't call that a dragon. And that's about, yeah, that's where we are now.
I have them.
Oh, did he get, he did.
You're attacking the wrong side!
Man, they're getting really good at knocking out that.
Blood makes the grass grow!
Does he have his crossbow out? I think he does. I gotta wait until his character comes down. Yeah, go ahead and use that.
Yes? Hey.
Okay,
Certainly.
save it. Yeah, that wasn't a dragon, it was a drake. Okay, cool. Dub Life. Yeah, I was also pretty low level for the Sky Dragon. But, well, the thing is I wasn't aware how important accuracy was in the big dragon. And by the time I finally listened to chat and figured it out, that's when I started getting those bugs. And at that point, I was so frustrated. I was just like, I finally got the dragon to this perfect position where he was on the left-hand side. Eder had him facing away from us. Everyone was alive and the fight was going great. And then it just completely bugged out. None of my characters would attack. None of them would do their abilities. They all just stood there while Eder got killed. Oh my god, man.
Yes?
I lost it. I was so frustrated. Because it had taken me like 15 minutes to get to that point. Oh, man. Funny enough, the only major bug that I've encountered in this game. That is the only time that has ever happened to that degree. Where just nothing worked. It's very strange, and only in that location. I think it had something to do because the dragon would jump, like he would jump around the map, and it seemed like after the jump, where he was would get weird. Because then when melee people would path to him, they'd take weird paths. And range people couldn't shoot him from certain positions, even though they had direct LOS. It was very strange. And that's also like the only mob that I saw that did that. So maybe I just got unlucky with a jump or something. You could have made a nice dragon steak and omelet from Sky Dragon and its eggs. Oh, that's rude. Bye Bye Pie just got himself a Zeus in Battletech. Congrats, dude. Congrats. Dude, is this all...
Interesting.
Oh, this is a hand of the giant. That's what this is. That's a huge Adra hand. We still have no idea what this giant is. We know that Adra can hold souls. And we know that the entire Endless Paths houses, like, here's the head of the giant. And then you can see, like, here's the torso of the giant. Here's the hand we just saw. Oh, man. Oh, we can go into it. Why are they friendly? Thick copper veins run beneath the Adra's surface, providing a skeletal framework that protrudes like bones from rotting flesh. At the center of this massive Adra structure, beneath the long shadow of the Titan's curled fingers, sits what appears to be a man. Unlike the slavering animalistic creatures you've encountered on this floor, this man is regally composed, lounging upon a crooked stone throne. DLS Black Ghost says, you did see the trailer for PoE 2, right? It basically explains, no, DLS Black Ghost. I started the trailer for PoE 2, realized what I was watching, immediately stopped it, and said, I need to finish the Endless Pass before I see this. So no, I have no idea. I have no clue what the PoE 2 trailer shows about it. I saw one little thing, and then I realized what I was seeing, and I said, nope, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Because I felt like it may have been a huge spoiler. He watches you intently as you approach. What are you, then? One of theirs? Strange that you survived the planning stages. He speaks in fluid Engwithan, you note, though his voice is taut with strain. It must have been hard for them, those beggars, those cowards. But you won't go any further. No, you can go right on back to them, your masters. Let them feast on you instead. I don't mean you any harm. I merely seek information about the master below. Ah, you can understand him? Ask him everything! What an opportunity! You understand. Look here. Even the foreigners speak our tongue now. Truly, we are an immortal people. But that only makes... So this is an Engwithan. But that only makes it all more clear, you see. You must be with them. How have they kept you so whole? You are remarkably well preserved. His eyes narrow. Attempt to pass, and you will go screaming back into the void, puppet. If you're talking about the creatures in those old rooms, I've already dealt with them. Ha! Good, very good. He touches a hand to his mouth, brows knitting, and then laughs. Yes, it's all mine now. No more of their screaming. No need for any more pointless demonstrations of power. Go on, then. Go barreling down into the deep if you'd like. If the beetles don't make a quick end of you, that is. Beetles? Voracious little devils. They're what caused this whole mess. You can kill one easily enough, but there's a great swarm of them chewing through the Adra. My Adra. There's only the arm now. Oh. In any case, they'll tear you apart just as easily as they do the crystals. I have some questions. Who are you? Did you want a name? I forgot those ages ago. Who's going to call me anything down here? That's me, and now there's just you. That's all that matters. I was entrusted with the tests we performed here. The foremost, he taps his temple, mind of the age. None could rival me for arcane powers save Odd Nua himself. He pauses, and perhaps some of his advisors. What was this place? Oh, many things. Our home once, and before that a place of great deeds. He chuckles. Those fouled chambers in there were once a site of incredible discoveries. We were given the bulk of this floor. There was construction at all hours, of course. He gestures towards the Adra arm. For all of our work was, of course, for Odd Nua's purposes. Oh, Little Tito says, when I got to this part, I couldn't understand the Vampire and had to fight him. Tough fight, but Adair got nice armor. Wow, to think that you could miss all this lore. Dude. Think on it. A dozen sculptors carefully crafting of fingernails, souls flung from their shells on the floors above and below, and all while Idros fusses over a cuticle. What kind of experiments were they doing? Why, we were preoccupied with matters of the soul. All of us were, because Odd Nua was. But here, we toiled to finding the dividing line between life and death and crack it wide open. We were attempting to find means of binding souls to their mortal vessels, preventing them from crossing the shroud. I say attempting. We found it, of course. A dozen minds set to purpose. How could we not? The things we learned, what a glorious time. We could determine the precise manner in which a soul would crack and shatter, could carefully place a fragment from one into another. While our fellows wasted their efforts on phenomena like blights, we delved right into the heart of the matter. There were certain gaps in our knowledge, of course. I was perhaps enthusiastic in my pursuits. I thought that if anyone should attempt a more personal approach to the tests, it should be me. And no amount of certainty will make the imbibing of poison a pleasant experience. Death is the ultimate test, you see. If the soul is flown, then you know you've failed. Your work sounds similar to animacy. Like what? The man shrugs. Perhaps others follow in our steps. I have not had the opportunity to keep up with the state of magical study. How have you stayed alive all this time? The big question. Binding a soul to its body was not, it turned out, very difficult. We were certain we'd found a kind of immortality. The body could be destroyed beyond repair, but anything less is quite survivable. I was eager to attempt it. My leg at the time pained me terribly. Old war wound. And I had heard one subject describe a sense of distance from the pain inflicted upon them. They felt it, but it didn't matter to them, which would be a vast improvement. I remember the first moment, the relief, but we found that after some time the body would remember that it was, after all, dead. There's really no describing what it feels like to see your own fingers rotting away. He makes a face. The smell. We tried to revive the affected subjects with energy culled from their fellows, and it worked well enough. I was able to refine the spell work, keep myself and the others who had joined me as hale as ever. Odd Nua wasn't terribly pleased with the distraction, but that turned out not to matter. The mob came and murdered him, and we were sealed in here with the rest of his tools. But we still had the Adra, you see, and enough souls housed in there to feed us for, well, as long as we wished. And so, he grins, we had a time of it, we did. We were able to preserve the furniture over the years. We had little meetings in the grand chamber. What a nice little family we were. Until it had to end. What happened here? Here? You mean with them? The Adra? All of it? That's a long tale, and my patience is diminished with time. I'll tell you what happened recently. It was the Adra beetles. Oh, you wouldn't think it was something so small, so mundane, but they came swarming up from the lower reaches and started to feed upon the live Adra. We tried fighting them off, of course, but it was impossible. Kill one and two more behind it. Something must have driven them up here. I don't know what. They all but amputated our Adra limb. Not enough to support all of us. Not us and the rooms, the tapestries, everything. But enough for me. None of the others knew the spells required. Their only part in it was simply to lie in their Adra coffins and be revived by me. So it was an obvious choice, wasn't it? No more of that. No more of anything. I swore I'd burn them all to kindling if they came near. Fortunately, you made that unnecessary. How could you do that to your companions? You're soft-hearted, considering it was you who put an end to their immortality. They weren't anyone's friends. They would have licked the brains out of your cracked skull if they could. There wasn't enough life to go around. That's all it was. And 2,000 years is more than long enough to get to know someone. Think on it this way. You've sent them on their way, and they will live again in time. Isn't that a comfort? I'm looking for the master below. Do you know who that is? None of us took such grand titles. The only master of this would be Odd Nua, our king, our poor, grief-maddened king. Would he call himself such, I wonder? Odd Nua is dead. The mob would not have retreated without having killed him. He thinks for a moment. But then, if we could preserve ourselves despite our deaths, then so, perhaps could he? I am sure I considered the possibility once, when it had all come crashing down. If any man would prolong himself, it would be him. I wonder, was it he who drove the Adra beetles up here from below? His face twists with anger. Who stole our Adra source? Does he mourn his son yet, the mewling fool, that he should resent our feeding upon his statue? Oh. So maybe the statue was Odd Nua's attempt at bringing a dead son back? A possibility. He regards you with sudden calm. After all this time, it wouldn't surprise me. Can you tell me about Odd Nua? Our great lord, a wise man in his day, until his son was lost, an accident, some small unfortunate turn of fate. You have come but a little way past the sealed chambers. You must know by now that Adnua did not take it well. This monument to his grief has outlasted him. But his madness provided opportunity, a promise of immortality for all of us. If it was found at the behest of a grieving father, what did it matter? He had a flock of devoted servants. For we had to find the soul in question, to bring it back from wherever it had gone to house it somewhere suitable. He indicates a statue, and such discoveries have cost. Something the rabble didn't understand. I'm gonna let him live for now. Give my regards to the dead when you see them.
I'm here.
That was some phenomenal lore right there. Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. Okay, I think we're continuing. What's down here? Can we go through here? It looks like we can. Let's go over here. Oh, we can still force attack him. Do you guys want to? Well, I'm going to keep him alive for now. We can always come back and kill him whenever. There's no reason to kill him right now. Oh. So it looks like this is what we're going to be fighting the next floor. They don't seem to have a lot of tricks. They're just kind of tanky beetles. I hope that's all we're going to be fighting on the next floor.
Light, flame, and sound.
Next floor is floor 8. Floor 9. Nice, making progress, man. His armor is very good. Kill him. Okay, so just to be clear, there is no reason to keep him alive. I can go back and kill him and everything will be fine. Also, sip. Okay, we're going to go back and kill him then. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we couldn't, like, go find Adnua at the bottom and then come up and talk to him. And he's like, I know the secret to destroying him in one shot. Thanks for keeping me alive. You know, I just hope there's not going to be anything like that. Because that tends to happen in games when I kill people. Okay, let's go at this. Ugh, this might be kind of tough. Jesus, man. There's, like, no good place here. We're gonna get totally swarmed.
Hey.
You tortured people and used their souls to prolong your own life. You don't deserve immortality. Here we go, boys. Wow, he's getting destroyed up here. All of you on him. Let's go ahead and do a big old charm. Immunity.
Kind of stuck over here.
There we go. You, let's go ahead and get our electricity on. Looks like we're gonna have to do this like an actual fight from the looks of it. There we go. This skill is so hot, dude. Probably my favorite skill.
The gristle on your skull.
Great. Excellent fight. It's okay. That's okay. I mean, the only thing that is not so hot about that is lore. Like, there's really no reason for that. Also, I don't like the recovery speed is -50 when it's only DR 14. Because remember, we're wearing this right now. And that's a lot better. We can even add an enchant to it. I don't know what I want to add to it yet, but we're not, yeah. I like the second chance, but I think, don't we have a, yeah, we already have a ring that gives second chance. So, yeah, we're good. We're good. Well, maybe we'll hang on to that for Pelagia. Maybe.
I'm here.
White crest armor is the best armor in the game. Is that what I just got? White crest armor? That's not what I just got, is it? Oh, you're talking about what I was looking at. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. That makes sense. Well, on that note, though, you know what? I don't think I'm going to kill him. I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to leave him alive. I'm not going to use that armor. And I even think Pelagius is a little bit better because we enchanted it with, yeah, and we're fine. We're fine. Right Guy with the 3 months. Death Trip with the 23. R6 with a 21-month double sub. Thank you for that, buddy. Sully CS with a new sub. Caveson with a 3. Jaguar MC with a 30. Cordhose and Johnny with a 23. Kev Dias with the new double sub. Thank you for that, man. Little Tito with a 3. Old Man Hitch with a 27. He says 27 months feels like yesterday. Dude, awesome. We also have Moog Knight with the new sub. DC Blast with a 2 months. And thank you, man. Oh, you have a Coalition Blast Lance as the company. And I gotta say, my coffin puts in work. Shout out to Lemon Juice in chat. Love everyone from DC Blast. Awesome. Happy birthday to Lemon Juice again. We also have Pig Pat Yo with the 1 year. Thank you, buddy. The Mighty Puffin with the 16. Snowman with the 1 year as well. Dude, thank you for that. The Irishman is pumped for PoE 2 with the 3 months. And Simril with the 19. Good vibes to you as well. Thank you, guys.
I'm here.
Thank you, thank you. You make playing these games so much fun, dudes. I can't even tell you. I very much appreciate you guys being here for these. And I seriously can't wait to play PoE 2 with you guys. It's getting to that point where I'm so hyped about it. I'm starting to have dreams about it. I don't know if you guys get to that point when you get so hyped for a game that you start thinking about it. You'll catch yourself thinking about it when you're doing completely unrelated things. That's how I'm starting to get with DOS 2.